everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I thought it was about time we got to know each other a bit better, so I'm going to tell you 50 things about me. First up, I am 25 years old. You can work out what year I was born from that. My favourite food is pizza. Absolutely love it. Doesn't matter what flavour it is, still going to love it, just as long as it's got that cheese. I'm in love with pizza, can't help myself, it's just too good. My favourite film is Aladdin. I really like it. I don't know why. I think it's because it's not so princessy. I'm not really too much of a girly girl. Well, I wasn't when I was younger. A bit more now. But I like it. I like the songs. I like the story. And somebody coming from nothing to be something amazing. I mean, what more could you want? My favourite book is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. It's a bit of an old school classic. I first fell in love with that when we studied it at school, and I've loved it ever since. It's just a really good, witty story, and for somebody that's, you know, really into people watching and finding funny quirks about people, it's definitely in that book, with the added bonus of romance as well. So I'm a hopeless romantic at heart, so why not? I really love that, and Jane Austen is just such a good writer anyway. I recommend that you give it a read. There is also 2 different films. The longer one for 6 hours is my favourite, with Colin Firth. I can happily spend my entire day just watching that and feel really happy at the end of it still. It's really entertaining and keeps you, engaged the whole 6 hours. I know it's long, but it's worth it in the end. My favourite things to do are to go to the cinema and go shopping. What girl doesn't like going shopping? I mean, what more fun can you have than meeting up with some friends, chilling out for the day, catch a movie, go buy some new things. Everybody loves to buy new things, and I'd like to do that as much as I can, really, so that I can socialise more than normal, and I like to have new things, I like to be able to refresh my room and have new things to try on, which is always a bonus. My pet peeve, this really annoys me. Comment down below if this annoys you as well. When you're going to the supermarket, you're walking around just minding your own business, doing your shopping, and then somebody starts walking in front of you. They walk so slow, it's like they're a turtle. I don't get it. They walk really, really slow, and then they stop. They just stop right in front of you, and there's nowhere for you to go, and you're just stood there like, okay, well, I'll just wait till you're done then, and it's the most annoying thing. Added to that is also when you're driving and they go to turn around a corner, or they pull out of a side road, and then they just go so slow. You need to be in a bit of a hurry because the speed that you're going, and if somebody just pulls out of a side road and then goes 2 miles an hour and you're just stuck there's nowhere for you to go, that is just so annoying. Tell me if you think that too. I really, really hate it. What else about me? Number 7, I am scared of flying. I didn't used to be. First time I ever flown, great fun, enjoyed it. I get travel sick, so that doesn't really make the experience great anyway. Second time, terrified, scared the entire journey, travel sickness, plus flying and thinking the wings are going to fall off or we're going to crash. Half of it, I think, is all these disaster movies where you watch it and all the planes go down and you just think, oh God, what if that happens when I'm in the plane? And it's just terrifying. I won't let it stop me travelling, but I will usually try and sleep the entire journey, otherwise it's a white knuckle ride for the entire thing, which is not enjoyable for anybody really. I am also terrified of bees. Absolutely terrified. Hate bees, wasps, anything that goes zzz and flies around your head. Hate it. Absolutely hate it. I'm scared that I'm going to get stung. I don't know if I'm allergic and I don't want to find out. And my best way of dealing with that is run a mile every time you see one, because I don't want to have to see them and I don't want to have to deal with it. They're horrible, scary. I mean, bees, they have a function, but wasps, what do they contribute? Absolutely nothing. They're just here to piss everyone off. I mean, really? Bees, I'll let them off. They give us nice flowers and stuff, and honey. But wasps, goodbye. I love to drive. I've been driving now for 18 months. I've always wanted to drive. I would sit there in the back of the car with a paper plate just driving along and pretending that it was me steering. Absolutely loved it, and now I can really do it. It's a dream of mine. It sounds like something so trivial, but when you worked really hard, and I paid for all of the lessons myself, and I just felt really great once I'd achieved something. I did it on my second time round. I got 6 minors, which wasn't too bad. I hoped it was better, but at least I passed, and it didn't take me 15 tries. But I love to drive now. I just love being able to have the freedom to go and do what I want when I want and not have to rely on others to do it for me. I absolutely love the colour green. My favourite colour is green. It doesn't really matter what shade it is, but I'm especially in love with that kind of greeny yellow that you get on ambulances. I just think it's a standout colour. You can see it from a mile. But I just love green. I mean, grass is green, grass looks really pretty, trees are green, they look really pretty. I think it reminds me of spring and happiness and having picnics in the park and things like that. I just think it's a great colour. My favourite band is a bit old school. It is Oasis. I absolutely love Oasis. Used to have the band t-shirt and everything. I've got their Stop the Clocks album, which is the best. It's got all of the greatest hits on it. I absolutely love it. I know most of the words for most of the songs, and I can always join in with the chorus on all of the tracks on there, and I just really like it. I think it was, during the era when songs were good and they actually had words in them. It wasn't just noise or screaming and shouting. There was actual story behind the songs, and you could really feel the emotion, and you could understand and follow it through all of the way. And plus, it just sounded great as well. A little bit indie, a little bit rocky, and a little bit poppy. I mean, what more is there to love? It's a bit of everything, same like my music taste, really. My birthday is the 3rd of January, so it is always cold when it's my birthday, which means you can't really go outside that much. Generally it's something indoors or going for dinner, something like that. And you also have the added bonus of sometimes you get your Christmas and birthday combined. Because it's only 9 days after Christmas, sometimes you can get both. It does mean that sometimes you get a really good gift because they've combined both of them, but it does mean that you don't really have stuff to open on your actual birthday, which is a bit of a downer. But the gifts are appreciated nonetheless, because who doesn't like gifts? And it's one more year of my life to celebrate. So you get older eventually. I still don't feel that old. My body feels old, but my mind is still going, and I've got plenty more years left to go. My favourite animal is elephants. I don't know why, I just started to really like them. I just think they are, even though they're large, they're still graceful. They can carry people on their shoulders like we can carry the world on our shoulders. They are just peaceful, and they give me inspiration. Even though I may be big myself, I can still be graceful, just like them. And they are just free and strong, and I try to be that myself. Absolutely hate Brussels sprouts. Absolutely hate them. Some people really love them, some people really hate them. I am in the group that firmly hates them. They smell bad, they look bad, they taste bad. It just tastes like you're eating a copper coin or something. They are just really minging, honestly, and I've found absolutely no way of making them taste any better, and they just give me horror movies in my mind. I replay all the history of all the times that I've eaten one whenever I think about trying one again, and I am firmly put off, and I never want to see one ever again. Christmas, you can keep your Brussels sprouts and never let me see them again for the rest of the year. I'll be more than happy. My favourite shop is Lush. The things in Lush are just amazing. I love putting bath bombs in my bath. The soaps are nice. The shower gels are great. And the added bonus of this shop is, one, it looks really cute and looks like sort of a market inside. But also, you don't even need to go in to be able to smell it. it makes the whole high street smell amazing, and once you walk through that door you just get hit with like a waft of just really nice smells, and it just makes you get really excited when you walk in there, and you know, you really want to find out where the smell is coming from and what new things you can buy in there. I absolutely love it, and I think that their ethos is good with no animal testing and hand making stuff themselves. Really like it and just love their products really. I am 5'5" tall, so I am not the tallest, I am not the shortest, I am about in the middle somewhere. I do still have the issue of not being able to reach those high shelves, so we have to get tall people to come and help us, but thank you very much to those tall people. But then I am not the shortest person, so I don't have to peer over my steering wheel like a meerkat, so I can firmly see over there as well. I have size 6.5 feet. It's a really awkward size. 6 is like the most common size for ladies, shoe-wise. Being a 6.5 means you're in between 6 and 7, and there is not that many places that do half sizes and that still look nice. So generally I will go for a size 7 and I feel like I have clown feet. But there you go. Some shops it fits, some shops it doesn't. Some I can get away with a 6 if they've got a wide fit, because it's the width not the length of my feet. But what can I do? 6 is always sold out because it is the most common and the most popular, but what can you do? I'm just average, I think. Daisies are my favourite flower. Not conventional, not as pretty as other ones people may think, but I just like how delicate they are, and they're just so cute, and they're, you know, just white and yellow. I think it's really simple but really pretty nonetheless. My second favourite flower is roses. As with most people, they are a big favourite of mine. I really like pink ones. I think they just look really cute in that dusky pink. And my third favourite flower is daffodils. They're really nice to see. They're really bright yellow, remind me of spring, and is also, you know, the national flower of Wales. So why not stick one of those in your vase from time to time? I think they look pretty and they smell good as well. When I love a song, I really love a song, and I will play it to death. I will play it on repeat for days and days and days until I am sick of it and it's not nice anymore. I love a song, I will learn all of the words, I will sing it to myself, I will sleep with it in my ears playing, and then eventually I will play it to death and it won't be so exciting anymore. But I will still keep it in my playlist, so whenever it does pop on, then I can get back out my karaoke skills and sing along in the car on the way to work. But that is a weird thing about me, so if you know, I am sorry if you're with me and I found a song that I like, because you will be hearing it quite a lot. I am very messy. It may be, you know, difficult to tell from how neat my bed is just now, but believe me, it wasn't like that to begin with. When I am at home, I am the messiest person pretty much that you will meet, but when I'm outside, I am very tidy. I like to have everything very organised. My desk at work is very organised. I've got a drawer for everything, you know, all my papers have to be in line and kept together with paper clips and things. Very tidy. I don't like to make a mess outside. I always try and keep my knives and forks in restaurants to the side. I just don't like being messy. But at home, all rules go out the window. Don't know why. Wish I could be neat at home as well, but it just doesn't happen. What can you do? My favourite place is Cornwall. It's sunny, it's down south, so it's a little bit warmer. Reminds me of really great holidays that I've been on. I just love it down there. It's so picturesque and it's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful down there, and it's nice to just hang out on the beach or go to the Eden Project or other various things that they've got down there. They've got so many different things that you can do because it's quite a touristy location if you're holidaying in the UK. St Michael's Mount and things like that, so it's really nice to spend time by the sea. I absolutely love the sea. If I could move, I would move to Brighton. I love Brighton, even though it's not really sandy. I just like being near the sea, and it's still sort of, it's like Croydon here, so it's like that, but you have the added bonus of the seaside, so, you know, it's really nice down there, and it's not far from where I am now, so that would be great if I could do that one day. My favourite film series is Harry Potter. As with most people my age, Harry Potter, we've grown up with it, we loved it, and it's stayed with me ever since. I've got all of the books, including the new ones. I've got some of the audio books as well. I've got all of the films. I really love it. I just think, my favourite, my absolute favourite is the very first movie. I think it introduces you to the world of magic, and I think it is magical. There's so many values that you can take up from that, and if you grow with it, you've grown up with the movie, so you grow yourself as they grow. And I think that it can be, although it's a fictional world, it can really help you in real life as well, with the things that you learn about friendship and loyalty and honour. And I think it's just inspirational, and it's just a really good story on top of that. I mean, so many people love it, and so do I. Along with that, my other favourite series is Twilight. As you may know from Harry Potter, I like a bit of weird stuff, things that aren't normal life. I like vampires and werewolves and stuff like that, things that aren't the ordinary. My favourite TV series, however, is Game of Thrones. So quite a jump from Harry Potter, but it's, again, very fictional, dragons and stuff. I got really into it. I started watching the first series, and by the end of the first series I was completely hooked. I've watched all of the series so far. I'm super ready for series 7, which is coming out really soon, and I will be watching that like a hawk. I will sit there fixated like this, watching it until the end. Nobody can make a noise. I am just obsessed with it, and I love it, and thank you very much for making it. Love it. My favourite song is Some Might Say by Oasis. So as I said previously, my favourite band is Oasis, so naturally my favourite song is from them as well. Know all of the words, love singing along. It's a bit of a weird one, fishes in the sink and stuff like that mentioned in it, and it's just a fun, and it's a high tempo one, and it's just really enjoyable to sing along and get to know that band a bit better. My favourite modern song for the moment is Ed Sheeran's Shape of You. Absolutely love the song. Another one of those ones that I've played to death, but I still love it anyway. It's a really good song, and just really getting to love Ed Sheeran. I wasn't a big fan before, and now I'm gradually building up my repertoire of songs from him to listen to, and I am really enjoying it. I absolutely love 80s music. 80s all the way through to the early 2000s. That is the best music for me. I love it. All different types of music, the old school R&B as well. Just before music got a bit strange and singing about really weird things, and twerking came along and all sorts of stuff like that. When it was proper music with songs, with words in them, no noise, and they were singing about proper stuff. None of this, booty shaking and all that. Really not into that. I don't smoke, I don't drink, and I don't think I ever will. I've done both before, but it's just not for me. Just not for me. My favourite drink is a Tango Ice Blast, which adds into my favourite thing to do of going to cinema. So I absolutely love it. Every time I go, no matter what, I will always get a Tango Ice Blast. And I'm one of those people that gets the mixture of the 2 different flavours. Can't deal with just having one. Why have one when you can have 2 or 3? I just mix them all up, and it just makes my cinema experience so more enjoyable. And I often find that majority of it's gone before the movie's even started. What can I say? My ultimate dream is to build and live in my own house. I'm a very home proud person. I really like to have nice things in my home. I love the vintagey, old school, but with a tinge of modern, and I'd really love to recreate that in my own house and be able to plan it out exactly how I want it, and have something that's really mine. I'm fed up of renting now, so it would be great to be able to own my own home and have it how I like it, and to build it myself would be an absolute dream. I used to dance. I used to do jazz, tap, ballet and modern, and I used to do dance shows and summer fates and things like that. I did that from the age of 5 till 11, and then I stopped doing that as I had an identity crisis. I was like, who am I? Do I need to dance anymore? I don't know. So I gave it up just on a whim, and I kind of regretted it ever since, as it used to keep me really fit and I used to meet new people and it was really enjoyable to do, but so many new things have happened since then and it's just a really fond memory for me. It was really nice doing that, and Christmas demonstrations for old people's homes and stuff, it was really nice to do. I am a weeper. I cry at movies. I will sit there and I will cry and cry, even in the cinema. My friends find it really embarrassing but funny. I can't help it. Boy in Striped Pyjamas, oh my gosh, I cried pretty much the entire way through. The end was just too much. I was upset for the rest of the day. I can't even bear the thought of watching Marley and Me after hearing so many people saying that they cried at it. I just can't bear it. But yeah, other people crying as well, or I will cry with them even if I'm perfectly fine myself. I just can't help it. I think, very emotionally attached. What can I do? I love to swim. One of my favourite things to do is to swim. I love going swimming, but I am terrified of swimming in the sea. I think it is the fact that you can't touch the bottom. In shallow water, I don't mind it in the sea, but I'm scared that I'm going to get dragged out or something. I am a strong swimmer, but I don't like the thought of there being creatures in there with me, I think, as well. And like in a swimming pool, you can see exactly if there's something in there, but the sea is a mystery. She is a mystery. The sea, you are a mystery to me. I like to look at it, I like to be on it, but I don't like to be in it that much, to be honest. Paddling and, shallow water is all good. Crystal clear water is okay. Anything else than that, when you can see when it goes so far deep that you can't see the bottom, no. Not enjoyable, terrifying, don't like it. I am scared of roller coasters. Really scared of roller coasters. I've only been on like the Vampire at Chessington and that is about it, and that was plenty for me. I am definitely a bubble works kind of girl. I like the water ones where you just sit and float about. I much prefer watching people have fun rather than going on them myself. I get, as I said before, very travel sick, so spinning around and flipping upside down is not enjoyable for me. I have the bonus that it makes me feel really ill, but it's just the speed and the drops and turns, no. Not for me, sorry. I'll happily go with you to the theme park and I will carry your bags for you quite happily and take many pictures, but get on those rides, not going to happen, sorry. I passed my grade 1 drumming exam. Something you didn't know about me. I used to be really, really into drumming. I used to play the piano a little bit as well. I've played recorder. I've also tried to teach myself bass guitar, but rubbish at it, and as soon as one string broke, that was it, didn't play it again. I've had guitars for a couple of years now, just sitting about, just waiting for me to fix them, but just never happens. I'm terrible at finishing things like that. But yeah, grade 1. It's not the highest grade, but at least I've got 1 grade in it. And passing that was a big achievement for me at the time, and I loved it, and I do love playing the drums and having a bit of rhythm. I don't get to do that really now, but it was nice to do it at the time. I used to play rugby. As you can tell, quite broad shoulders, quite strong shoulders. Used to be great for playing rugby, and it was nice to meet new people and get in there, get really physical and do something to keep fit as well. And it was just really nice. So I did it with a few friends from school, so it was really good to be able to hang out with them more and do a bit of sport. My dream holiday would be to go to Bora Bora. I love it, I love the look of it. It's so pretty. Even though there is a lot of seawater, it's very clear. So I would be going in that, I think, and it looks so nice, and I imagine it would be quite warm as well. It just looks so beautiful, and that would be a dream. My dream city to visit, however, is New York. I've seen it in so many films and so many people's other vlogs and pictures, and other people have told me about it from visiting there themselves. I just think it looks so amazing. I'd love to go in a yellow cab and, go shopping and do all those things that you imagine that you would in New York. And yeah, I would love to go there and try that out and just visit another country. I've never been to America, so that would be a great trip for me, I think. I've had my hair 6 different colours, including ginger. My hair was naturally blonde and it's got darker over age, so you can see it's quite dark now, but I've had it many different colours and even purple and bright red. Can you imagine? In school with bright red hair. My favourite season is summer. I love summer. It is absolutely my favourite. Less rain, more heat, happy people, happy sun, happy me. More opportunities to go out, go to the beach. I just love being outside when I can with friends. The only downside is this summer it is so hot, so hot. I've got the fan on all the time and I don't deal with heat well, but at least it's sunny and I'm happy and we don't get that much of it, so I can't really complain. Got to make the most of it while it's here. First single I ever bought was Busted Year 3000. They were a great band for me. I really enjoyed it and that led me on to other bands like McFly as well. Really loved it and it was just a great song. I know all of the words still and I just absolutely loved it. My first album was Avril Lavigne. I was going through a bit of a darker stage with my flary black trousers and dark clothes and everything. All of the popular songs were on that album. It was one of the first ones and it was really, really good. I enjoyed it and those songs were just great. Loved you, Avril Lavigne. I'm terrified of needles. I have got a lump, you may be able to see it just here on my arm. That's where I had an injection. I got so tense that I clenched my arm so hard the injection went into my muscle and not in my arm properly, and I've had a lump there ever since. That's how much I hate them. Really hate it. If I'm going to the dentist, they need to knock me out because I can't have any needles going near me, but luckily I've not had to have anything done, so it was all good. I hate scary movies. I know a lot of people really like them, really not into them. I'm definitely a rom-com girl or a family movie girl. I know it's quite soppy, but I am soppy, I'm sorry. I don't like scary movies. I just replay it all in my head when I go to sleep and it gives me nightmares, so who wants that when you're 25 years old and you've got work at 6 o'clock the next morning? Not me. I am a texter. Do not like to call people, it's not for me. Don't like having phone calls, don't like calling people, don't like receiving calls. I will text everybody possible. I even used to text my friend's house phone rather than calling them, just because that was easier for me and it was just horrible. Don't like phone calls at all. I'm a bath person, not a shower person. The only time I ever take a shower is if I'm in a complete rush or if it's really hot. So like it's been the last few days, then I will take cold showers. But other than that, I am a bath person. Loads of bubble bath. As you'll be able to see in my favourites videos, I love a good bubble bath and I just like to sit there and soak with my candles on and just relax. And it's just so much nicer just to lie down and just chill out in the bath from time to time. I always have the window open. Always have the window open. I always like to have a bit of air. I always feel that I'm a really kind of hot person. I generally usually feel hot all the time, so it's good to have a window open so I can just feel the breeze a little bit. Whenever I'm in the car, it doesn't even matter if it's raining, I will still have the window open. I like to be able to feel that air coming on my face. I'm almost like a dog out the window, just need the air. It just makes me feel so much better, and just especially in my bedroom, just to not have any muggy air. I just like to have that fresh feel coming through my house and in my car as well, and it's just so much better for me. I love stationery. I am a stationery freak. I have got more stationery than I could ever need. I mean, these days we all use computers, and what need is there for a million notebooks? But as you'll see here, notebook, I've got about 10 different notebooks, 3 different pencil cases. My drawer at work is absolutely full. I could open up my own stationery shop. I just love it. I mean, how many post-it notes can you need? But yeah, I've got so many. I've got so many pens as well. So many pens. But, I like to be prepared. Who knows if somebody may need a pen? I always sleep closest to the door. Always. I'm one of those people that wakes up in the middle of the night because I need to pee. So I will always sleep closest to the door. If I need to escape the room, I am closest there, and if I need to get up in the middle of the night for whatever reason, I don't want to wake anybody else, so I will be closest to the door so I can just sneak off outside the room without disturbing people as much as possible. And last up, number 50, I hate odd numbers. It turns out that I am one of many people who hate odd numbers. It turns out it's a very common thing. I'm one of those people that always has to have the volume on the TV as as an even number. In the radio has to be an even number. Everything has to be even. I always like to have everything balanced and even out. Who knows why, but you know, even with my cushions, I have to have 4, I can't have 3. It always just has to be even. Everything has to be even, especially with the volume on things. Absolutely obsessed. If I see that it is not on the even number, I have to change it, and it will annoy me and annoy me and annoy me until I've done it. Even if I have to ask other people to change it, I will do that and annoy the hell out of them until they do change it. So it's better just to keep it on there. I don't know why, but it will bug me insanely. The only thing that is an exception to this rule is I always have to wear odd socks. If I like things to be even so much, why do I have to wear odd socks? Who knows? But I'm very specific in the fact that they always have to be odd. So maybe it's just a keeping a rule thing, don't know. And the socks usually have to be, you know, there has to be a mix of the same colour somewhere within them, or they have to be the same kind of design. And I'm most definitely not wearing one sports sock and one normal sock or something like that. They have to be the same type of sock. I know, I'm strange, but that's my 50 things about me. I hope you enjoyed that. What was your favourite thing about me? And what's your favourite thing about you? Have you got something quirky about you? Then why not stick that in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and click that little bell button. I'll see you soon with something new. Bye.